With the final 30.40 update going live today, the stories got even more crazy in a way we wouldn't have expected. In a matter of days, a live event will be occurring, one of the biggest this chapter so far, and we already have everything leaked. Despite Pandora's box being found after disappearing underneath River Styx last season, with the Wanderer turning on Megalodon, in terms of working together at last minute with the true identity of the Wanderer being revealed because of this, let's just say this throws a massive spanner in the works for Megalodon and how he expected everything to pan out once the Leviathan had been refueled for Season 4. Stop FM1 inside the shop or any creator code, but mine's only 3 digits long and takes 2 seconds to enter. It would mean the world to me and my dog Charlie the Charcoal Pug now that we've got the brand new cutout, so that means another purchase had to be made. Last video I wanted to know the name of this, so here's a bunch of hearted comments on screen right now that got that right. Today, however, I want to know the name of this, so let me know down below in the comments, and if it gets hearted it could be showed on screen in the next video, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, as after all it only benefits you with us gifting different subscribers every single day, with some proof for that recently on screen right now. Just before we reveal the location of Pandora's box and how it ties into the live event that we know now is going to be happening, the first thing to know from looking at this timer in game that literally you can't miss from the sky or on the ground from the timer ticking away, it ticks down to Saturday, August 10th at 2 PM Eastern Time, which is 6 days before the release of Chapter 5 Season 4, meaning this event's going to occur and we're going to get aftermath developments leading into the Chapter 5 Season 4 trailer. Hope and Jones are still at the forefront of the storyline, as nobody seems to be talking about due to Megalodon's involvement now, and of course his plans or the outcome of them have been kind of interrupted that you guys are about to find out about. On the side of Hope and Jones though, before we dive into all of that, of course they've now collected all of Megalodon's Pandora's gems, which he isn't happy about.
They are collecting my precious baubles, my Pandora gems, and it is irritating. Those are mine. They cannot have them.
Those voice lines were revealed in 30.30 alongside what he also mentions about his plans for the island being split in half right here.
My Leviathan is refueled with nitro. It will tear through this island with its teeth. It will blacken the sky, rend the beaches in two, and devour your pathetic little cities.
We're also soon going to be hearing what you can see translated in the background, but I'm not going to play the audio for, considering it is foreign right now, basically describing the Wanderer as somebody who has common interests with himself, Megalodon, who's obviously talking in the voice lines, and telling anyone listening for that reason not to bother him or not look at his face, and even try to see his true identity, which we're also about to reveal. Before that though, of course, the live events this chapter have been amazing, whether you consider them mini or not, in Chapter 5 Season 1 with Pandora's box emerging with the Titan hand, or Chapter 5 Season 2 with the statue, Pandora's box and the sandstorm. What stands out about this event, however, in comparison to the other two that have already occurred in the first 2 seasons, is it's got an official timer, and as Echo described very well right here, this event has been given a countdown and tags in the files classifying it as an actual event like Fracture or the Big Bang, which as you know are chapter finale events that did occur, which obviously they try to attract as much attention to with the timer in game or alert people, and even lobby timers, which I'm guessing we're going to be seeing in the upcoming days. The timer is important in indicating how big the event is going to be, because the last 2 events, although they were very cool and everybody tried to attend them, with prompts across Fortnite social media as to where to attend in-game to see the live events or mini events happening, Epic Games right now being straight up almost indicates they've put a lot more time, resources, effort and energy into whatever's to unfold once this timer ticks 0 happening here, and that it's going to be very important too in terms of the story continuation, understanding our transition into this Marvel themed season, Chapter 5 Season 4. Honestly, I'm really excited considering we do get a gap after the event as well, 6 days from August 10th to 16th before the new season releases, to see any more further developments in those final days as an aftermath, and with the construction between Redline Rig and Brutal Beachhead to the Leviathan ship being fully completed now today, with this timer going live and the final piece of metal being put in place to ensure this, the Pandora's gems should have been more of an indication that Pandora's box, despite sinking into River Styx, wasn't fully done with after the orb of energy hopped out creating the sandstorm initially, as it's now been introduced or found in the files today that it's going to be located underneath Redline Rig, which makes sense right now as for why this is the main mining point of nitro on the island, from all the drilling and just extraction of the energy or nitro overall. After all, Megalodon needs this to refuel his ship, right? So why not, you know, optimize on actually extracting it to then fuel, which we're going to start seeing in just a few days, as the next stage has already been leaked showing the flowing of this nitro through the constructed oil refinery thanks to Unreal Hybrid over on X or Twitter. And then he also posted this video video, most of the assets are encrypted, but we can expect the pipes to blow up during the event, leaving craters/explosion marks along where the pipes were. From the look of this, it seems Redline rig's going to be exploding, and Pandora's box that's located underneath is going to be revealed to players once again, landing on the island. So the big change, of course, is going to be, now that this rig has been constructed, the complete and immediate removal of it, which is also shown in this leaked loading screen of Megalodon getting very mad at the machinist, obviously operating underneath Megalodon being the leader of the Wastelanders, as that's the war we're seeing waged on the Fortnite island right now, the Wastelanders versus the Underground, the Wastelanders being Megalodon, and the Underground of course being led by Jones and assisted by her. It seems her and Jones are getting along well so far, pushing for the same mission. However, that may change due to what Megalodon may know about her that we don't, calling her in the voice lines previously a charlatan, meaning some kind of fraud.
That broken has been named Jones, and the charlatan artist calling herself Hope.
Is this implying Hope for the end of this chapter even maybe, or the end of this season, is going to turn on Jones and go rogue by herself completely, or revert back to the society with her sister Valeria? Honestly, this would be incredibly interesting, but not the most interesting betrayal, as it seems the Wanderer, who's been allied with Megalodon so far that we know from the voice recordings, whether foreign translated or not, is definitely betraying Megalodon or going rogue himself, and the true identity we're about to mention of this will make sense. But of course, this may all make sense as to why the pipeline or oil refinery connecting Redline rig to Brutal Beachhead's Leviathan obviously blows up. As we all know from looking at the 2024 roadmap, so much is set to happen this year, but specifically Chapter 5 Season 4 shows the 7th edition comic book cover art of the Fantastic Four, with no other than Doctor Doom being visible right here as an indicator since day one of the roadmap being revealed or even existing that Doctor Doom would be upcoming for an entirely Marvel themed season as a forefront of the storyline. Not only does it make sense with the Stark beacons now being around the island, as Tony Stark, or should I say Robert Downey Jr., who played Iron Man as Tony Stark in the MCU, has now been revealed to be the new upcoming Doctor Doom, taking the path of the original comic books where Tony Stark took on the career path of Doctor Doom instead of becoming actually just Iron Man. And despite the similarities of this cloaked character, the Wanderer, that we can't currently see any identity underneath matching up to the cloak of Doctor Doom, especially looking like the God Emperor Doom style for the variant we've already seen from the Chapter 2 Season 4 Battle Pass. It's been implied through Jones's recent dialogue that the Wanderer and Doctor Doom upcoming in a new version are one of the same, as he states the island's been doomed before by a mystical box-shaped villain even, and follows up with "this place may be doomed," obviously with large emphasis just on doom. The mysterious box-shaped villain Jones was referring to, however, was prominent throughout our storyline, known as the Cube, but obviously then we found out later that there were many in the mothership. Further confirmation of the Wanderer's true identity is thanks to another Marvel character on the island right now, potentially being a nice transition to the Marvel season, or kind of like put right in front of our eyes this entire season or time, is Magneto. He states, "I can't verify this Wanderer is who I think he is, but if it's him, if it's the one seizing the box's power, this place may be doomed." Again, just like Jones, the dialogue emphasising the word doom in saying doomed. All of this makes sense considering Chapter 5 Season 4 is the last full one of Chapter 5 overall before we go back to OG Chapter 2, as also proven by the roadmap before Chapter 6, which we all know another time travel related event will need to occur, but we definitely have the Stark-like tech to make this happen, especially with Doctor Doom also being Tony Stark in the MCU moving forward. I'm sure you're all aware by now too that Disney revealed a huge collaboration with Fortnite, including things we haven't seen yet come to the game, such as this entire huge metaverse connected together. Well, their involvement even before Season 4, potentially revealing it, is going to be happening in the next few days, according to Sheena, stating Disney will hold its D23 event on August 9th to 11th, and they confirm that gaming will play a big part in the event. They potentially could drop a teaser for the Fortnite X Marvel season there, as it's dropping only a few days after the event. Is this a coincidence? I think not. Drop a like if you like the sound of that though, subscribe with all noties on so you don't miss any future uploads, and don't forget to enter code FM1 now inside the shop. Who else is doing it like me and Charlie the Charcoal Pug, getting a giant cutout to simply show our love and support to the community, rocking the code. YouTube knows where you want to go to now though, so click either of these two videos, it's recommended you, whilst you wait for the very next upload I publish here on the channel.